Imagine a quiet morning, sunlight filtering through the curtains as a senior sits with a blank page and a world of memories. Legacy sketchbooks are more than art. They're a living diary, a place to sketch not just faces or landscapes, but the moments that shaped a life. A first dance under lanterns, a wartime letter received with trembling hands, a child's laughter echoing down a hallway. Each drawing is a seed planted in the soil of memory, nourishing the roots of identity even as time tries to erode them. Psychologists have found that the act of drawing these memories helps solidify neural pathways, strengthening cognitive resilience and bringing a gentle sense of accomplishment. Eighth on our journey is musical reminiscence circles. Picture a group of elders gathered, each bringing a song from their youth. They listen, hum, and sometimes sing along, sharing stories sparked by melodies that once played on radios or drifted through open windows. Music, it turns out, is one of the last memories to fade, even in advanced dementia. The simple act of recalling and sharing music brings forth vivid recollections, laughter, and sometimes tears. Each emotion a testament to a life richly lived and not forgotten. Researchers have shown that these communal experiences reduce anxiety, alleviate depression, and build new social bonds, even among strangers. Ninth, we look at nature letterboxing, a hobby that combines gentle exercise, creativity, and exploration. Seniors hide small, decorated boxes in nearby parks or gardens, each containing a notebook and a stamp. Fellow hobbyists search for these boxes using clues, adding their stamp to the notebook and leaving a message for the next adventurer. It's a modern-day treasure hunt, one that encourages movement, problem-solving, and a sense of adventure. For many, the anticipation of discovering or being discovered reignites a childlike wonder, while the act of sharing the experience through written notes builds a quiet community of kindred spirits. 10th, and finally, we find wisdom swaps. This is more than advice giving. It's structured, reciprocal mentorship between seniors and younger adults. Each participant brings a challenge or question, and together they brainstorm solutions, share stories, and exchange perspectives. The wisdom of age meets the fresh eyes of youth, and in this space, both parties find validation, purpose, and growth. Studies show that these intergenerational exchanges boost self-worth in seniors while fostering empathy and resilience in younger people, a win for every generation. But what is it about these hobbies that transforms them from mere activities into lifelines? The answer lies in their power to engage the whole person, mind, body, and spirit. When Walter wakes to carve his cathedral, he's not just passing time, he's building a legacy, piecing together fragments of memory, skill, and hope into something that will outlast him. When Miss Laverne teaches salsa, she's not merely dancing, she's creating bridges across generations, inviting laughter, movement, and joy into the lives of children and adults alike. These hobbies are rooted in intentionality and connection. Memory gardening is not just about plants, but about reliving and honoring the tapestry of a life. Mindful journaling with objects draws out stories hidden in the everyday, transforming the mundane into the magical. Voice quilting wraps the body in warmth, while wrapping the heart in love. Sunset sketching and legacy. Sketchbooks turn fleeting moments into lasting art, while puzzle-swapping circles and nature letterboxing connect strangers through shared experience, strengthening the invisible threads of community. The science supports what the heart already knows. Creative, meaningful engagement keeps the brain agile, the mood lifted, and the spirit nourished. Activities like these stimulate dopamine and serotonin, reduce stress hormones, and even strengthen the immune system. Beyond the biology, though, is something subtler and perhaps even more vital: a sense of purpose. To wake each day with a reason, to know that your contribution, however small, matters. That is the true secret behind the vitality you see in people like Walter and Miss Laverne. There's a quiet revolution happening in senior communities around the world. No longer content to simply pass the time, older adults are reclaiming their days, their talents, and their stories. They are finding joy not in grand gestures, but in the small, daily acts of creation, connection, and remembrance. They are proving that it's not too late to learn, to teach, to laugh, or to love. So what can we learn from these rare and transformative hobbies? Perhaps at any age, we all need something to tend: a garden, a story, a song. We need to feel our hands shaping something real, our hearts opening to others. We need to remember, to share, to belong. The hobbies of these remarkable seniors offer a blueprint for living not just longer, but deeper and richer lives. If you've ever doubted whether a simple pastime could change your life, let Walter, Miss Laverne, and countless others be your proof. Their glowing eyes and infectious laughter are not accidents. They are the result of choosing, day after day, to engage with life fully, to find meaning in moments large and small. The quiet power of hobbies is not so quiet after all. It is the pulse of purpose, the song of resilience, and the laughter of joy that refuses to fade with age. Whether you're 17 or 77, the lesson is clear. Rest, yes, but never rust. Find your own memory garden, your voice quilt, your sketchbook of moments. Let your days be filled not just with time, but with life. Imagine a woman in Idaho, sitting by her kitchen window, a steaming cup of coffee beside her sketchbook. She draws a simple picture, a cup, nothing fancy, but in her notes, she writes that this is her first cup of coffee since surviving cancer. That sketch, unremarkable to most, becomes a priceless family heirloom. It's more than ink on paper. It's a testament to survival, hope, and the quiet victories that rarely make headlines. These sketchbooks, filled with everyday moments and personal milestones, grant seniors a sense of legacy, purpose, and emotional release. They're not just recording days, they're capturing the triumphs and struggles that make a life. There's another practice growing in popularity: the silent walk with sound maps. Picture a senior strolling through a neighborhood park, not talking, just listening. Truly listening. Every chirping bird, each distant dog bark, the rustle of wind through leaves, the hum of passing cars. Later, at home, they sketch a map from memory, marking where each sound was heard. This hobby does more than sharpen auditory memory and brain mapping skills. It brings a sense of meditative calm, a peaceful focus that can rival even the most formal mindfulness exercises. It's not just a walk, it's a journey through the senses, a rediscovery of the world's quiet wonders. Then there are cultural cooking exchanges, where seniors from different backgrounds and countries come together to cook and share traditional dishes. Imagine a Japanese grandmother learning to make Ethiopian injera from a man born in Atlanta, both laughing as they swap stories about how their own grandparents faced heartbreak or celebrated joy. These gatherings are about more than food. They're about connection across generations and cultures, a reminder that the sharing of stories and recipes can heal and energize. Even those who've lost their appetite for meals often find renewed enthusiasm when the kitchen becomes a space for laughter, learning, and soulful reconnection. Another powerful practice is the gratitude voice letter. Every Sunday, a senior records a brief voice message for someone they're thankful for and sends it off. The effects are profound. The act of expressing gratitude boosts the sender's mood, but the impact often ripples outward. Recipients call back, sometimes in tears, and relationships thought lost are suddenly mended. A few simple words spoken from the heart can ignite a chain reaction of connection, reminding everyone involved that they matter, that they're remembered and loved. Mental health in later years isn't just about medication or therapy, it's about feeling needed, about mattering. These hobbies aren't mere diversions, they're anchors that give structure to long days and infuse depth into seemingly ordinary moments. They restore joy to hearts that may have forgotten how to feel it. So often, society thinks seniors need pity, but what they truly crave is purpose. When someone like Walter builds cathedrals from scratch, or Laverne dances under the open sky, they're not running from old age. They're embracing it, mastering it. The body may slow, but the spirit, the soul, doesn't age. If anything, it finally has the time and freedom to soar. If you know an older adult, take a moment. Ask them what brought them joy when they were 12. That simple question might unlock passions and hobbies that heal far more than any medicine ever could. If you have a parent or grandparent, share these ideas with them. Don't wait for silence to settle in. Help them find their voice again through painting, stories, puzzles, walks, or gardens planted in memory. Sometimes, the best way to care isn't to hover, but to hand over the brush, the book, or the seeds and say, "Show me what's still inside." You might be surprised by what you discover. In fact, you'll both be surprised by the life that's waiting to be lived.